Today I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit and move more quickly through each move and see if we like that. So here we are. Still got to get a warm up in, rolling the wrists, bend and extend the elbows, roll the shoulders, and switch directions. Make sure we're breathing. Good to have you guys today. Excited to move. All right, turning the head left and right, slow and steady. All right, we're picking up the pace for the other movements in the class, but the warm-up we should still be really thorough with. And then eyes forward, nice wide feet, sink down at the knees and hips, and let's rotate the spine. Okay, I like to bring fists together, but sometimes I bring palms together, or I just swing the arms around. We're not twisting the knees, just from the waist up, okay? Knees are bent a little bit to add some cushioning in those joints and good blood flow through the legs. All right, and next up, I'm gonna pause over at one side, take a nice deep breath and expand the lungs and the ribs. Exhale, unwind over to the other side. Nice deep breath, expand the lungs and the ribs. Exhale, back toward the center. All right, feet come closer together and circles with the hips. Almost done with our warm up here. And switch directions. And marching the knees. Getting the hip flexors woken up here. These are the muscles at the tops of the legs. They bring the knees up, right? They bring the hips into flexion, hip flexors. All right. If there's anything else you feel like you need to do to kind of warm up a joint, right? Roll the wrist, move the fingers, pick up the foot, roll the ankle, things like that. Go ahead and have everything been moved, right? At some point before we squeeze the muscles. Here we are in our first 5-arm series. So we have 5 different postures for our arms. Low mountain, palms are forward, hands are out from our base, right? The base of the mountain is nice and wide. Sink at the knees and hips just a little bit. This is our low mountain posture. Squeeze the back muscles. If you want to be more intentional here, you can get a little bit more out of those muscles. Pull the shoulder blades back and also down. We should have nice long necks here. All right, next up, palms together, pressing the palms together, squeezing the chest muscles. And then next up, arms come up for bamboo. Nice tight core. And I mentioned earlier, there's a little less emphasis on traditionality, right? Legs closer together like this might be more traditional, but for me, I'm gonna have a nice wide base of support and sink down a little bit. Get the glutes involved, get the quadriceps involved. All right, pulling down at the sides, cactus. If you want to make fists and pull down farther, that's fine. The more traditional move is with the elbows at about 90 degrees, like this. Looks like a southwest cactus. But if you want to squeeze the muscles and pull the elbows down a little bit more, that's fine with me. All right, and move number 5 is T-shaped arms. Hands out to the sides, nice long fingers there. Hands should be no higher than the height of the shoulders, right? We shouldn't be up here. That might add risk to pinching in the shoulders. I'm gonna bring them down a little bit more. And even if they have to drift down here, that's okay, right? Make sure the knees are unlocked. And let's come out of that. Swing the arms for a second here, okay? Shake them out, shake them out, shake them out. Like I said, we're increasing the tempo today, so I'm gonna take fewer breaks. If you need to take more breaks than me, then that's absolutely fine. Here we are, nice wide feet, sunken down a little bit. Low mountain, arms. Nice tight core, tuck the tail and have a nice vertical spine here. Okay, palms together. If you can sink down just another inch, go for it. In through the nose and exhale, squeezing the core. Okay, arms come up. If you can sink down another inch, go for it, but if not, then that's fine. All right, pull the fist down at the sides, cactus pull down if you like. T-shaped arms are next. And low mountain, we can stand a little bit taller. All right, I'm gonna add some bouncing squats here. So low mountain, and I'm sinking at the knees and hips. And if you can see me, I'm bouncing up and down just a little bit here. With bent knees, body's responding, our muscles are responding to our body weight, and gravity moving together. Bounce, 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 then palms together. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Arms come up. If you need to take a break, take the break. Fight through fatigue, but don't push through pain. All right, making fists and pulling down. Legs are really waking up now. And T-shaped arms. Breathing, eyes are forward. You don't want to turn left and right with your head. And arms come down, shake out the legs. Nice work, nice work. All right, I'm gonna go the other way around our 5-move circuit here. Starting in low mountain, unlock the knees. So the direction we're going now is T-shaped arms. So T-shaped arms comes out to the side, and I'm gonna do little circles forward. Little circles forward. Still squatted down just a little bit at the knees. Circle, circle, circle. And bend the elbows, pull down, and squat down. You might need to widen up the feet to squat down. Let's do about 5 of those. Come on up. Here's another one. Here's 2. Come on up. Pull down for 3. Come on up. Pull down for 4. Last one. Pull down for 5. All right, arms come up into bamboo, nice tight core. If you need to stand tall, then that's fine, but I'm gonna sink down here, holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms come together. Now with nice wide feet, see I'm changing up everything we're doing here. Side to side, weight shifting. Breathing. Side to side, press the palms together. And back to our quote-unquote rest position, which is low mountain. All right, shake it out if you need to. I'm gonna go through that same cycle again here with a slightly different tweak on each arm posture. Here we are. Low mountain, sink at the knees and hips. Arms out into T-shaped arms, and instead of forward, this time I'm gonna circle backward. They're small circles, right? I specifically don't wanna bring my hands higher than the height of the shoulders, so not up here. Right? I wanna keep them down below the height of the shoulders. Breathing, pull the shoulder blades back and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bend the elbows. Come on up. All right, this time when we stand tall, we'll pull down. So I'm going to reach up and squat. I'm going to stand tall and pull down. Squat down and reach up. Here's number 2. Pull down as I stand tall. I'm going to do 3 more. Sink down. Number 3. Sink down and reach up. Number 4. Last one here, squat down and reach up. Number 5. All right, arms can swing forward and up. I'm just going for a different angle here. Nice tight core, bamboo arms. Sinking down, and I'm bouncing for about 10 seconds. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms come together. All right, so we've got prayer palms here, palms together, and we're gonna go between prayer palms and low mountain. We'll always stand. Okay, so we'll alternate between those two. So we squat down, palms come together, sink down, 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 stand tall, low mountain. And I'm gonna go for 8 of these. If you wanna set your own goal for 5 or 10 or 12 or whatever, that's fine with me. Here's number 2, and stand into low mountain. Number 3, stand into low mountain. Number 4, stand into low mountain. Make sure we're breathing halfway there. At least I am. 5, 6. I'm going for 2 more. Here's number 7. And here's number 8. All right, shake out the arms, shake out the legs. If you need a break, go ahead and take a break. I'm gonna move on to some glute exercises here. So you can choose either holding onto a chair, nice flat back, squeeze the glutes as the leg raises back like that. You could come to a wall and hold onto a wall, and you don't have to have a perfectly flat back, but a straight spine is good. So it can be at a diagonal, but you still don't want to round the back like this. We don't want to round over. Okay, so keep the shoulder blades back, and this might be your move. Okay, you could also be at the floor, right? Hands and knees on the floor, kick back, try not to kick your chair. And you decide which one works for you. I'm gonna get to the chair, I suppose. I like the chair because it feels like I'm using gravity most effectively, because my foot comes upward and fights gravity more directly. So anyway, I like the chair one. Unlock the knees a little bit, and leg comes back, squeeze, 2, 3, and down. So I'm just counting to 3. Other side, squeeze, 2, 3, and down. Switching sides, squeeze, 2, 3, and down. Switch sides, squeeze, 2, 3, and down. That's 2 on each side. I'm gonna aim for 10. We'll see if I make it. Here's number 3, 2, 3, and down. Switching sides. Number 3, 2, 3, and down. Switching sides. Number 4, 2, 3, and down. Other side for number 4, 2, 3, and down. Other side for number 5, 2, 3, and down. Other side, number 5, 2, 3, and down. Switching sides. Here's number 6, 2, 3, and down. Here's number 7. Nope, this is number 6 on leg number 2, and down. Now we're on 7, 2, 3, and down. 7 on the other side, 2, 3, and down. Number 8 on both sides, 8, and down. Number 8, 2, 3, and down. 2 more on each side. Here's number 9, 2, 3, and down. Switching sides for number 9, 2, 3, and down. Last one on each side, right or left, doesn't matter. And down, and switch, 2, 3, and down. All right, come on up slow and steady. If you need a brief break, get a sip of water here. I'm gonna keep the tempo up if I can though. Really quick, everybody, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see when I post new videos like these. Enjoy. Okay, shaking out the arms, shaking out the legs. Next up, I'm gonna go for planks, which is great for the core, great for the spine alignment. Okay, great for protecting the back. This one, I like to do at a chair with my hands on the chair. Nice tight core, fairly straight line from the heels, hips, shoulders, and ears, right? I like the chair version, but you can do this at the floor or with your hands on a wall, okay? All right, so I'm gonna count down a little bit. I'll count down out loud every 10 seconds, but I'll start with about 60 and it'll be an estimate, okay? So it might be a fast 60, I don't know. Here we are, nice tight core. 60. 50. You want to keep your eyes down on the chair or down on the wall or down on the floor, whatever you're touching. 40. 30. And you can always come out of it if you need a break. 20. 'Give a good exhale and really squeeze the abdominals. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming on up out of that. Shake out the arms, shake out the legs. All right, a little bit of a warrior series here, and then I'm going to go back to some of these, I don't know what to call those. Short exercise moments. I don't know what they're called. Exercise sets. Anyway, a little bit of a warrior series here. So I'm going to face the short edge of my mat like I normally do for this. Low mountain is my starting posture. If I say I face the long edge of my mat, it just means my back toe is turned perpendicular to my front toe. It's just opened up a little bit. You don't even have to have a mat necessarily for this. I won't get on the floor. So here we are. Low mountain, unlock the knees. I'm going to step back with my right foot, drawing the feet apart, making sure my front knee is stacked above my front ankle with a nice vertical shin there. Squeeze the glutes to get as much as you can out of it. And then we'll come palms together. Give a nice good exhale and squeeze the core. Step forward into low mountain. Switching sides, left foot back. Doesn't matter to me which side you're on, I just tell you which side I'm on in case it helps one or two people out there. Knees stacked above the ankle, shoulder blades pull back, chest up, draw the feet apart, palms come together. Squeeze the core. Step forward, low mountain. Okay, now optional, you decide if you want to add lunges for this. So it would look like this. Right foot back, palms together, okay? Then if you choose to do a lunge, bring your knee down a little bit and come up. If you choose not to do a lunge, just keep your posture there and keep drawing the feet apart, right? Squeezing the glutes in the back. Okay, step forward into low mountain. Side number 2. Palms together, a little lunge if you can, and step forward. Switching sides, palms together, a little lunge, and step forward. Step back, palms together, little lunge, and step forward. Okay, we'll add to it here. Right foot back, palms together. You decide if you're lunging or not. And then from here, I'm gonna come out into T-shaped arms. Okay, so my arms are out just like our earlier posture, but our legs are in that warrior stance, okay? So arms out into T-shaped arms. And again, you decide if you're going to lunge or not, okay? Step forward into low mountain. So what is it? Left foot back, palms together. You decide if you lunge. T-shaped arms, squeeze the shoulder blades back and down. You don't want to shrug them up toward the ears. And you decide if you lunge. Step forward into low mountain. Back to side number 1. Palms together, you decide. I'm losing my balance, you guys. T-shaped arms, and step forward. Left foot back, palms together, you decide. T-shaped arms, and maybe you're just squeezing the glutes, that's fine, you don't have to go down. Try not to smash my knee on the ground each repetition, right? It's okay to tap gently, but we want to avoid hard impact on the knee. Okay, I'm gonna add one more to it here. From here, arms come up into bamboo arms. The overall posture looks a lot like Warrior One though. And then you decide again if you want to come down or not. Step forward into low mountain. Switch sides. Palms together. T-shaped arms. Arms come up. Right, and modify for yourself. If your arms are not coming up like that, that's okay, right? You can skip anything that's not agreeing with your body today. I'm gonna do 2 more rounds here. Side number 1. Whoops, I just added an extra lunge on accident. Palms together. T-shaped arms. Arms up. Woo, that's getting to be a lot. Switching sides. Palms together. I'm not gonna accidentally give myself more lunges here, am I? And then arms up. Last one on each side. Palms together. T-shaped arms. Arms come up. Step forward. Switch. Palms together. T-shaped arms. And arms are up. All right, that's it for that series there. Shake out the arms, shake out the legs. Let me see where we're at on time. Doing all right. Shaking out the legs. And here we go. Okay, so this can be done on the floor. It can be done at the wall. Let me show you at the wall really quick first. Unlock the knees. One hand, or both hands are forward and very, very narrow. Okay, they're not necessarily one over the other, but they're touching. Okay, and what we do here, unlock the knees. I'm going to row my left arm back with the fist up, the palms up, and then reach for the wall. Then I pull my right arm back, palm up, and reach for the wall. What we're getting here is a lot of bicep and scapula, bicep contraction, scapular mobility, squeezing the rhomboids back here, the traps. If you do this on the floor, right, same thing. Fist in at the ribs and back down. Fist in at the ribs and back down. Now the nice thing if you're at the floor is you can add your legs in too, and you can bring your leg back and then do a row. Now there's going to take some balance and some core strength if you do it that way. Okay, so if you do leg and row at the same time, it's a lot of wobbliness. Okay, I don't necessarily recommend that one standing. It would be a different move for sure. So if you're standing and you choose to do this, you would pull the knee up instead of kicking the foot back. Okay, it's just totally different. If you want to skip all the goofy coordination stuff and just do the arms and just squeeze the back muscles as you row, that's fine by me. Okay, that's what I'm going to start with. Unlock the knees, hands on the wall, pull the fist in at the ribs, palm up. Okay, fist up, back to the wall, switch sides, squeeze the back muscles. Some intentionality is definitely needed here, because otherwise you just slide through the motions with too much ease. Squeeze the back muscles. Squeeze the back muscles. Good work, good work. Okay, now if you want to add a leg in, you can bring the feet closer together. Left knee up as the right fist pulls back, and switch. Right knee up as the left fist pulls back, so it's opposites. And you squeeze the core. Squeeze the core. Sometimes I even do multiple on one side. So right fist for one, right fist for two, and switch. Left fist for one, left fist for two, and switch. You're welcome to mix and match your repetition counts here. Okay, keep going there if you're at the wall. I'm just going to demonstrate on the floor again for anybody who wanted to do that. It was up at the ribs, and then with more balance, right? Leg comes back down. Leg comes, back and down. Pull the fist up at the ribs. Nice flat back. Nice tight core. Couple more here. One more on each side. And there we are. If you're on the ground, let's go ahead and get up. Shake out the arms, shake out the legs. All right, back to a plank again, but I'm going to march the knees this time. So it's a little bit different than our first round. Earlier we did a plank like this. Heels, hips, shoulders, and ears in a nice straight line, holding onto a chair. This time, I'm going to march the knees and really squeeze the abdominals as I march. I don't recommend this one on the floor. I just think the legs and the floor just, they compete for space, right? They just kind of get in the way. I like my hands on a chair for this or at the wall for this. And then the knees are fighting against gravity to come up like that. So I would prefer the chair or the wall. You use what you have though, you know. Maybe you have a desk or a table or something you can use. All right, here we are marching. I'm not going to count down this time. We'll go for repetitions versus 60 seconds. Marching the knees. Give it a good exhale as you bring the knee up. Squeeze, squeeze. Keep going there. I'm going to get over to the chair. Fairly straight line, heels, hips, shoulders, and ears, and squeeze the knees up. Make sure your chair does not have wheels. Should have sturdy feet. A few more here. Last one on each side. There we are, coming on up. Out of that, shake out the arms, shake out the legs. All right, back to another squat and arm series. This is the bamboo to cactus pull down, okay? So alternate sides, nice wide feet. If you need a break, by the way, you can always take that break. Nice wide feet, arms come up into bamboo arms. And then when we squat down, we'll go both at the same time. And then we'll come up. And then we'll go right, and then we'll go left. So it's both, right, left. Both, right, left. If you want to go left, right, that's fine with me. I don't have a repetition number. Maybe 5 cycles of each, okay? So 5 times 3, 15 total squats. So here we are. Let's go slow and steady. Nice wide feet, arms come up. Here's number 1.1, we'll call it. Pull the fist down and up. 1.2, pulling down on the right. And up. 1.3, down on the left. Squeezing the lats as we do a cactus pull down. And here's number 2.1, down on both sides. 2.2, down on the right. 2.3, down on the left. 3.1, pulling down both sides. And 2.3. Both sides for 4.1. 4.2 down on the right. 4.3 down on the left. And 5.1, both sides. Down on the right. Last one. Down on the left. And bring the arms down, let them swing. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Okay. Between palms together and T-shaped arms here. So this is going to be a sort of a prayer chair to T-shaped arms. So a combination, just two moves here, up and down, up and down, and up and down. What it will look like is, I'll go at a diagonal for a better view, I think. T-shaped arms while we stand. Okay, keep the shoulder blades down and pulled back. When we squat down, we'll bring our palms together, and you don't have to squat this low, right? It could be a higher squat, a shallower squat. T-shaped arms, palms together. T-shaped arms. Okay, so that's the combination. I'm gonna aim for 10 squats first, and then I'll do about 5 to 8 isometric versions of the same moves. So here it is. T-shaped arms, squatting down for 1. We're going for 10, or I'm going for 10. You can set your own goal. And up. And down. And up. Here's 3. And up. Here's 4. And up. And 5. And up. And 6. Up. 7. Nice vertical spine, shoulders back, chest up. And 8. 9. And 10. All right, palms come together and I'm gonna sink down and hold. So sink down and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up, T-shaped arms. Holding, if you wanna do little wings here or little circles, that's fine with me. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squatting down, and I'm aiming for 5 of these. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5. Nice tight core. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. T-shaped arms. 8, 7, 6, 5. Pull the shoulder blades down. 2, 1, and palms together. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming on up. T-shaped arms. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And palms together. And I'm doing 2 more. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming on up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one each way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest the arms, shake the legs. All right, getting toward our closing here. Not quite there yet, but right around the corner from our closing. Great job today, by the way, everybody. Felt like we've kept the tempo up pretty good. All right, we'll do a flow series for Warrior now. Less intensive on the lunges and stuff like that. Just kind of flowing through a couple of movements and recovering through flow. Okay, I didn't use the chair a whole lot today, but I guess we did for planks and stuff. Here we are, low mountain. Unlock the knees. I've got my feet facing the short edge of my mat, but you don't really even have to have a mat. All right, so right foot back, and I'm not squeezing this hard here. If you would like to, you're certainly welcome. I'm just going to flow through these same movements that we did earlier. Palms together. I'm not going to lunge. You can if you want. T-shaped arms. Arms up. Step forward into low mountain. Left foot back. Palms together. T-shaped arms. Arms up. Step forward into low mountain. Okay, I'm going to add to it now. Right foot back, palms together, T-shaped arms, arms up. Now from here, I'm going to hinge forward, creating a fairly straight line from my heels, hips, shoulders, and fingertips, and then step forward. Left foot back, palms together, T-shaped arms, and you can either go straight out to the sides or you can scoop out, doesn't matter to me. Warrior one. And then hinge forward, creating a fairly straight line from the heels, hips, shoulders, and the fingertips. Step forward into low mountain. Okay, I'm going to add to it there. Right foot back, palms together, T-shaped arms, arms come up, warrior one, hinge forward. Okay, so that's where we stopped last time. I'm going to bring my fingertips down toward my back heel. This is now airplane, and then I'll step forward. Okay, so that's the only addition is I brought my hands down toward pointing my fingertips toward my back heel, and then I step forward. Okay, left foot back, palms together, T-shaped arms, arms come up, warrior one or bamboo, hinge forward, fingertips point down toward the back heel, step forward. Right foot back. I'm going to flow through it a little bit faster now. Palms together, T-shaped arms, arms come up, hinge forward, airplane, step forward, switch feet, palms together, T-shaped arms, arms come up, hinge forward, fingertips back toward the back heel, airplane, step forward. One more on each side, right foot back, palms together, T-shaped arms, warrior one, hinge forward, airplane, step forward, left foot back, palms together, T-shaped arms, warrior one, hinge forward, airplane, and the last one, stepping forward, shake out the arms, shake out the legs. All right, just a couple of moves. One move a couple of times, I should say, for our low back recovery. If you haven't yet, go ahead and like the video so that YouTube can recommend it to other people. Thank you so much. Here we are, palms together, hands come up overhead. This is the swan dive. So we split the hands and we sink at the knees and hips, but we don't lean forward until you can support your body weight in your hands. So we don't want to lean forward toward the chair like that. Don't do this. Instead, you want to protect the low back by keeping the tail tucked and the spine nice and vertical until you can reach whatever surface you're reaching for. Then with your hands on that surface, you can push your bottom up, get a hamstring stretch in here, tuck the tail and the chin so that you can roll up with each vertebrae at a time like this. Okay, so we come up like a snake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All the vertebrae coming on up, one after the other. Okay, so you don't want to bend and hunch and then snap back and extend. You want to hold onto the chair, right? And then roll up. One at a time. Okay, palms together. Split and sink down. Holding onto a firm surface. Then tipping forward, push the bottom up. You can hold any posture in this sequence longer and get a longer stretch out of the hamstrings, for example, the low back, whatever you need. Roll up,